what's going on in China right now in terms of China initially allowing the economy to slow, allowing the property market to take its course, and now trying to work to shore up conditions is not unlike where Chinese policymaking has been really since the financial crisis, and debt was initially used to shore up the economy very successfully, mind you, back then. And then every time the economy strengthened and the policymakers pulled back, the economy slowed, and they jumped back in with more liquidity, allowing debt to rise again. And what that did is it never allowed the debt situation to correct itself. And so the debt to GDP ratio continued rising, over the years. Can they ring fence it? To a certain extent they can. Policymakers have a lot of levers to pull in terms of helping state-owned enterprises, helping local government work to shore up some of the property developers who are facing difficulty right now. I think the real risk is if some of these property developers are big conglomerates who have interests in many, many other sectors across the country. And the key is going to be to try to keep this impact from infecting other industries across the country. That's a tough one to see what the future holds. If policymakers can shore up these firms, good enough, but the risk is there.
Steve, we had Goldman Sachs earlier on not ruling out $100 a barrel oil. What's your baseline assumption? And if that did materialize, then to what degree could it complicate the policy path that our regional central banks?
That's a possibility. Our baseline forecast is still that production will continue to rise. Production will continue to rise both in terms of the Middle East GCC producers and also in terms of the shale oil production in the U.S. It seems to be behind the curve, and now some geopolitical uncertainty in the Middle East has caused recent hikes in crude oil prices. But I think this volatility is something that we should expect, and that the fundamental supply-demand balance will likely even out maybe by the end of this year, and we'll get back to prices that we're expecting of maybe $65 to $75 a barrel.